to just go pop, and so they look like somebody had been murdered in my basement too. You know, it's just like, God. So yeah.
Is it something of the acid? Is the acid in the fruit like especially, harmful to rubber or something, or silicone?
No, I think it's just that raspberry is the devil.
There may also be some weird enzymes in it or something too.
Yeah, it might be, because I've done other raspberry mills and not had that happen, but that particular one was just, it was the devil. It was a haunted mead, it just wasn't yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, another thing you will find when you start bottling and you suddenly need something that's out of reach and you can't let go of anything, you really, really, really want to have all your stuff set up and within reach before you start. Especially if you don't have somebody you can say, "Hey, honey, can you hand that to me?"
Yeah, riddling through the pantry going, where's my racking cane is just not good.
Well, not so much that, but once you've gotten it started, okay, where's the last bottle I need?
Yeah.
Or what I tend to do is for bottling, I fill my hose with sanitizing solution, and then just attach it to I stick the racking hose into the carboy, and then put the bottle filler on the bottom, and then fill the whole hose with water or with sanitizing solution, and then. You got to put that somewhere, so you got to have a sanitized vessel that you can put that in, and you got to remember to do that before you hook it up to the carboy. These are things I have done wrong. Learn from me. I am your bad example.
Well, you are the professional bad example. I mean, we build you that way, so yeah.
I'm established as a bad example.
Yeah. So, Robin, you guys still on?
I guess they're gone.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not surprised. I'm sure they had lives to get back to.
Well, I guess we're coming up on 11, so what I wanted to talk about also was ingredient quality, how to treat your yeast right, and get a goddamn hydrometer and learn how to use it. So I guess we can do those for next week.
Yeah, those are conversations that'll take up a whole episode right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubbles per second, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. Oh, God, I know, right? So it's bubbling. And that was actually what we used to use back in the day. I mean, you've been making mead long enough to know that was how they measured it then. But there's a lot of people that somehow have carried over with, even though there's all this readily available equipment now that wasn't as readily available then, Back before the pervasiveness of the internet, Bubbles, because there wasn't brew shops everywhere and Google wasn't out there and nobody had online stores, so getting a hydrometer wasn't all that easy.
Mm-hmm.
Then okay, count Bubbles. But
hey, Vicky.
Sorry. Yeah, even my brew shop back.
No, I'm sorry. Who was that? What you said, hey, Vicky?
Yeah, that was me, Robin. I was on mute.
Hey, there you are. We didn't know if you guys had decided to take off or what,
No, it's really interesting listening to all this stuff. Learned a couple of things.
Oh, there you go. You guys are teaching the pros.
Heck yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I was going to say, even my brew shop back in 1987 was doing the bubble per minute. He said, well, when you get down to one bubble per minute, you're almost done.
Yeah, that's what he told me, too. Yeah, it was like...
Well, the thing is, if you've got we should be doing this next week, but if you've got a carboy that doesn't leak, that's about right. It's a good indication, but you should be use your bubbles as an indication of when to stick your hydrometer in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just means your fermentation slowing down.
Yeah, I should add, he told me that while he was handing me a hydrometer that I was buying.
Yeah. That's a good time. When it gets down to a bubble per minute, then use your hydrometer should be the sentence that follows that,
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll defer that discussion until next week.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I do have one because one little commercial I want to do because we kind of got going sooner and quicker than we thought, and I want to give Robin and his family the opportunity to blow their horn a little bit here. So, the Viking
Shall I read that one?
Yeah, go for it. Knock yourself out.
Don't make me do that literally.
Yeah, well.
Viking Alchemist is Georgia's next big thing in the craft beverage world. We're the newest and second meadery in the state with more to follow. We've been open for only 1 month and are delighted to have over 800 followers on Facebook already. We use all natural ingredients and source everything as close to the mead hall as possible. If you're in the Atlanta area, stop by and enjoy a glass of our blueberry or peach meads made with only the finest fruit grown right here in Georgia. Or check us out online on Facebook or at vikingalchemist.com. And remember, all you Viking Alchemist fans, drink our mead responsibly. It's all fun and games until somebody loses a village.
I love that line. That's just so cool. we were giggling about that, Robin, before the show.
We were.
Up, but it was just like, lose a village. That's so awesome.
Barbarian Pentathlon!
Definitely going out a T-shirt.
Oh, it should. Oh, yeah, totally. And when it does, make sure you get girl-shaped T-shirts. Just saying. I know your women folk will make sure of that. So, because we'll buy one.
Absolutely.
Seems cool. Actually, I'll be up there. I'll be up there very soon.
There you go.
In May, I'm going for a wedding, so I'm going to go visit.
There you go.
Well, we're open Wednesday nights and Saturdays, but if you're here another time, just ping us on Facebook or whatever, and we'll stop by just for whenever you're there.
Cool. Well, it'll be on the weekend.
All right, cool. Yeah, I got to say, one of my big takeaways from listening to your conversation was make sure your labels can come off the bottle.
Yeah, please, because we like to reuse the bottles.
That's if you want people reusing them.
Happier. Yeah.
That's not really such a consideration for a professional mead maker, though, because I think you're only allowed to use new bottles.
Yeah, which is a shame.
We are, yeah.
Yeah, which is a dang shame. If the feds could figure out some way to make it so that we could bring the bottles back for, discounted refills, that would be so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
We actually do that. We're not going to, we can't reuse the bottles necessarily, but we want to kind of encourage the recycling. So we're going to start this thing where you bring back 12 and you get a free bottle.
Oh, nice. That's a really great idea.
Cool.
That's cool.
So,
that's a marketing tool that others are going to be stealing now that you've said that.
But you know what? I never even thought of the idea of the home guys wanting to use bottles. I mean, that's what we did. We're scrounging all the time. And
Well, especially if you've got really cool bottles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. The cooler. I've got bottles from meaderies that don't even exist anymore because they were cool bottles.
Collector's items.
Yeah.
But not if you took the label off.
Our first bottles were Redstone, just like you were saying.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I love Redstone. My Redstone bottles are my favorite bottles. Shout out to David Myers. Please don't ever change your bottles because I'm going to keep saving them and keep reusing them.
No,
I even go out and buy new. I even go out and buy new because they're Grolsch tops, so I can go out and buy new grommets for them when when the rubber gaskets wear out. I just go buy new ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do with them.
Yeah, they're amazing. I mean, for me, I love them because they're my cash and carry bottles. I can take those, fill them, take them to a party, bring home the remainder, drink that, wash the bottle out, refill it, and it's all good. I don't have to remember to keep a corkscrew with me, which, granted, I always have a corkscrew with me, but still.
This is why I often reuse screw top bottles, too. I just wash the caps really well. Mm-hmm. I've never had an issue with it.
Yeah, and a small point on the sanitization. If you're going to use screw top bottles, make sure when you finish the bottle that you wash and sanitize that cap immediately because spooge will grow in the crevices of that cap and you will never be able to get it out, ever.
Actually, one of the things I have found with bottles is I don't rinse them. I stick the cork or cap back in or back on, as the case may be, and the alcohol that's still in there usually is enough to keep it from getting fuzzy, whereas I find if I rinse them and they don't dry completely, then they get fuzzy.
Oh, yeah, there's probably that, too.
So, yeah, if you can't clean them all the way right away, I just put the cap back on or put the cork back in. And then, then it's just a little bit of liquid wine when I have to go and clean it instead of having, wine scunge and dead spiders.
Yeah, there's that.
Oh, yeah, that was one thing that we didn't talk about in the sanitation when you're bottling. I make sure if you're using crown caps to keep them in a bucket of sanitizer. Mm-hmm. A lot of people make the mistake of just grabbing them dry out of the bag and capping the thing, and they ruin.
Who knows where it's been?
Yeah,
exactly.
Actually, I have one of those little bottle. You put the stuff in the bowl, and it's got a valve. You put the bottle over top of it. You push it down, and it sprays the sanitizer up into the bottle. Bottle rinser thing, I think. Anyways, I use one of those, and once I've got all the bottles washed, then I count out how many corks I'm going to need, and I throw the corks in or the caps in. I've seen people cork right out of the order the package, and I'm like, what are you doing?
You're supposed to soak them anyway. It makes it easier.
Oh, no, you're not. You're specifically not supposed to soak corks anymore.
Oh, well, the ones I had, you were supposed to. I haven't soaked in a while, so.
Definitely not a cork soaker.
That sounds like vaguely dirty, you know.
Yeah. You're the one that set the settings on this show.
I did. Yeah, it's a good thing I always click explicit. You just never know where we're gonna go.
Yep.
Apple requires me to choose, so I figure err on the side of safety. Most of my listeners are over 18 anyway, so.
Well, if they're making mead, hopefully they are.
No guarantees. Yeah,
true.
No, that's true.
If you're in Europe, if you're old enough to ask for it, you're old enough to drink it.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, Queens, New York also, when I grew up there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to start winding things up, and we got some upcoming events and things that I want to get out there for folks what care. April 14th, which is this Thursday, 111 Bistro is at where the heck are they? 111 Bistro is holding a 5-course Be United International, their distributor, beer dinner at 6:30 p.m. And I'm going to have to go look up where exactly that is and put it on the website because I thought I had it in here. But anyway, one of the things they're serving is Viking's Blood mead with orange spice cake, honey ice cream, and hibiscus cream and caramel lace, which sounds pretty yummy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're also doing Hitchachino white ale from Japan with a spicy ahi tuna roll, Balladinora spiced beer from Italy with spicy braised lamb shakes, couscous, arancini date gastrique, I'm sure I'm mangling this. Pete can beat me up later. Schlenkerla Marzen with, it's a Rausch smoked beer from Germany with barbecued spare ribs, Yukon potato salad, and then Abbaye de Saint-Bonchien Bière de Garden strong pale ale from Switzerland with cocoa cherry duck wings. Are you drilling yet? I am.
Yeah, I totally am.
Yeah, I know, right? And that's at 111 Bistro, which is someplace, and I'll have to look it up because I thought I'd put it in here, and apparently somehow I didn't. On April 20th and April 27th at the Atomic...
Oh, wait, 111 Bistro, and are they in Cleveland?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I looked them up.
Yeah, this turned up on my news feed, so I thought it sounded interesting. But there's a mead mixology mixer at the Atomic Fern in Durham, North Carolina. That's my neck of the woods, and I will actually be there on April 20th. They are also doing this on April 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. The Atomic Fern is, and I'll copy and paste this stuff to the show page, guys, so you'll be able to see it for this episode. 108 East Parish Street in Durham. They are sampling some new mixed drinks made with 5 different Honey Girl meads. Honey Girl's a new meadery in Durham. And they're going to have voting for your favorite. The winning drink will go on the drink menu at the Atomic Fern. $10 for 5 drink samples and 1 vote per night. Voting will occur on both nights, and they'll announce the winner on the 27th.
Nice.
Yeah, so they've got local mixologists that are creating seasonal cocktails from the Honey Girl mead, so this should be interesting. Vasir Meadery is having their grand opening. See, Robin, you could have sent this to me, and I would have announced it on the show. Is having their grand opening on Thursday, April 28th at 11 a.m. at their location in Alta Vista, Virginia. This is an invitation-only event, and it's being keynoted by the Virginia Commissioner of Agriculture. So visit Vasir, VAHSEER.com to inquire about obtaining an invitation. There will be tastings going on. This is a great chance to check out a new meadery.
Let's not forget about Mead Free or Die, April 30. It's one of the biggest mead competitions in the country and a definite must-do for any mead maker or professional meadery who wants to compete to attend. Check them out at meadfreeordie.com.
And then we've got one last one here, and this one's a little further out. The UC Davis Honey and Pollination Center, which is part of the Robert Mondavi Institute, has a... thanks for linking me, Tyson and Alan, because I had this on my list and hadn't put it on here yet, so thanks for reminding me. They have their Honey Sensory Experience May 20th and 21st. 2 days featuring a survey of nature's perfect sweet, honeys from across the globe. So this is the essential course for the professional buyer, importer, category manager, producer, packer, or anyone else who wants to gain expertise in the area of honey analysis. They have